morning we're going to show you our grapefruit tree. This is just a portion of it. It's a huge tree.
Started off with summer planting it and calling it
I'm going to show you the
you don't put baby in the corner. You know
inside of the tree.
I'm talking over you, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to show you this, how big the fruit is. The grapefruit are
and this
already.
This is end of April.
Yeah, end of April. And this tree is about, what do you say, about
4 years?
No, it's got to be, it's working on 5.
5 years?
At least 5,
yeah.
Probably.
You've done great with.
Well, Summer planted this tree, and we had all planted trees. And her tree is the one that survived.
Yeah.
And has flourished.
Bloomed and flourished big time.
And we have shared with our neighbors. We've shared the fruit with others, and this is what we get to see every morning. This beautiful tree right now, it looks super great, the leaves, everything. And then when the 100 and something degrees starts hitting, there's little Ruru. She's under her tree. She loves this tree. She loves to sniff around. But yeah, so then the leaves will get a little crisp. But we just let Mother Nature do its thing. That's the best way, not to fret over it. The fruit does really well. We water right now every 2 weeks or deep water. Oop, there's a web. I'm gonna get that out of there. And then when it starts getting real hot, we up the water intake, because we don't want our fruit to get too dried out, or we want it to flourish. So we really water once a week then when it gets really hot, and that seems to work for us. And this year I think we have the largest crop that yield, I guess you could say, on our grapefruit tree. And then we go down to our herbs.
And it's pink.
And it's pink grapefruit. Yeah, the leaves are doing really well this year. They're big leaves, but it's because it's getting older, more mature. And then our cilantro is doing a little thing here.
So babe, you're the...
I'll probably pop that out of there.
You're the green thumb. I'm the brown thumb. And so how do you take care... Because people are probably asking, how do you take care of a tree like this? What's your watering?
I just explained that to them.
Oh, did you really? Okay. I wasn't here. I was sorry.
You were on your own video there, mister.
No, I was just kind of walking around.
So over here I did a bed. You can see where the sunflowers are. The cantaloupe, I just popped some onions in there. These are sunflowers and watermelon. But this whole area built up. Stevie wasn't feeling too good, and I just wanted to get these things planted. And I just watched a video for planting a bed, you know, and we have some grass that was under here. So what I did is I put kind of churned up the ground a little bit, and I had some composting, some that we had collected, and I layered that and wet it down, and then I put cardboard to kind of keep that grass from coming back up. And this was something I did learn on YouTube, someone else. And then I just had some topsoil and enriched fertilized soil and some composting and some worm castings, and I kind of made this rich soil. You can kind of see how rich it does look. But it was fun. It was a labor of love, and I enjoyed doing it. It was good for me. But I think once these plants get a little bigger, I might do another layer of topsoil. And then I did these blocks to kind of build it up so I could put the dirt in. And next year I might make it a little bit deeper. We'll see what happens. It's just an experiment right now, but obviously look at these sunflowers. They are just kicking butt. They are growing so fast. And then inside you can see I have a watermelon growing in there, and I actually think they like it in there. because it kind of shades them. And then what we're gonna do, and you can see like there's some mushrooms that kind of grow in the dirt. You can see one right there. They usually don't make it with the hot sun, but they're part of the ecosystem, so we really just don't even do anything with those. We just let them be part of the ground. And then here's the little box that we did. We got this idea on YouTube as well. Just took a box and put some chicken wire around it so we keep it stable, and put our dirt in. And we are yielding we did not expect these things to get this big.
And you thought the broccoli was gonna make it.
Yeah, the broccoli is just, you know, we've already, you can see where we cut off this big, huge, you know, a crown of broccoli from this. And then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 other broccolis. This is just in the last couple of days.
And what did we learn from the first broccoli?
When to pick your broccoli is, don't let it start to get like a blossom. When it's just really nice and green, that's the time to get it.
Smooth, like you would see in the
kind of look at what you would see in the store.
Ours started flowering a little bit.
Yeah, we were enjoying just seeing it grow and got very excited. And we just kind of left it, and I'm like,
but we ate it and it was good.
It was good. Now I'm going to get that cobweb off there. But this is our cabbage, and it is just like, we're loving just watching it and just seeing what's going to happen with it.
And now we know not to put these big ones in one box.
Yeah, we're learning. Every gardener has to learn. Even though I've done gardening before, this has been my favorite in my whole life, this garden right here.
Yeah.
This is with my husband Stevie, and he enjoys it so much too. And then our purple kale.
Yeah, we've been munching on that baby.
We enjoy that. We're probably gonna cut this one for a salad because it's trying to intrude on the broccoli. You cut from the bottom. You take a little snippet. You go from the bottom up. And then here we've got, you can see our watermelon we've had it in a container. We actually started this one from a plant that was already established at the nursery. And it's just trying to go crazy. So we're going to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, let's see where he's going.
We're going to ask our daughter today. She's going to come over, and she's done a lot of gardening herself, so we're going to see what she thinks on this one. If we should get it trellis, because we can move it. We can move it from wherever we want. Just pick it up and move it. It seems to really like it there, though. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Ruru. Little doggy's checking out the yard.
He's the manager.
She's the manager. And then here is a pepper. I'm going to show you. This one is a blonde bell. And then there you can see the blonde bell. How well it's growing. It's just taken off.
Yeah, just kind of like pop.
Yeah. And our tomatoes, one thing I've learned with the tomatoes, I think it's a good idea to get one of those trellises so they can grow up and you can see your tomatoes a little bit better and pick them easier. And the peppers, this one's a green pepper.
That was younger when we got it.
Yeah, that one's grown a lot, but I'm not sure if it's going to give us anything. It might.
Yeah, well, just got to give it time.
And then, we started. One
box. I have pictures.
I wanted to get everything like the end of February, so.
Yeah.
So here's our granddaughters. They did these plants, a tomato and the mint, chocolate mint, zucchini, and squash. And I think I just have to get a little better with the zucchini and squash. I'm not sure. I got to do some research on that. Because sometimes they get green, sometimes they get yellow. They're flowering like crazy, but I'm not seeing any vegetable.
Well, they got to go through that process.
I'm not sure. So I have to educate myself on that one. But here we did learn about our the basil when it starts to flower. It's kind of getting to its end, but we've been enjoying the flower. What I've been doing is going right here and taking this off and smelling it. Oh, it just smells so good. It's like it relaxes you. It's so calming. But we've still been using it in our salads, so. But we did watch a YouTube on that. When your basil flowers, it's meaning it's kind of coming to its end. So we're learning from other people as well on YouTube, which is a great thing. And then here's a nice little surprise in one of these containers is the cucumber. I'm really liking this because I was thinking it was going to vine out like over the edge, but I think what happens is the leaves protect the vegetable, the cucumber that's coming out, and you can kind of see that's a cucumber in the flower. And then back in here you can see this one right here. So you've got a flower, and then on the back end of that flower is the cucumber, and there's quite a few on there. It's a nice little plant. I'm really enjoying that. And it needs a lot of water, so that's kind of learning some things about the watering process and kind of learning about your plants and what they need. So I know there's a lot of expert gardeners out there. I think it's awesome, and we're just enjoying doing what we can in our smart wise, money wise, being able to feel like we're doing something, instead of just going to the grocery store, that maybe we can, do our own gardening. And you can see kind of just how big that box is that we did use and how big those plants are. It's amazing. And then you can kind of see how big our grapefruit tree is. So nothing fancy, but we did it inexpensively, and we did get some dirt. Costco has a really nice organic combination compost type dirt that you can get in the springtime. They don't have it all the time, but it's big bags and it's beautiful dirt. It's no problem. So the topsoil that we got over in this one right here with sunflowers, it's from Arizona, but it wasn't as good as the one that Miracle-Gro puts out at Costco. So, okay, kind of been giving you a different view. I'm going to get up here and show you our oregano and rosemary, which we've been using that in our salads, and it really gives a nice kick to your salad. Oh, and there's Steve. He's smelling the oregano, rosemary. Yeah, the oregano smells good too. And then here, just kind of played around with just.
Those are seeds, right?
I just threw a bunch of seeds in, and I really shouldn't have done that, but
Yeah, see what happens.
hey, they're minis. They're mini onions. And then this is potatoes. You can see we use the containers on that. They're sprouting up.
So those we bought at Lowe's, right?
Yeah, we bought the potato that's meant for planting, because potatoes, you don't want to take the ones from the house that you buy from the grocery store, because they actually are programmed.
Yeah,
they spray
that
them
keeps them from
from sprouting. So you really don't want those. So you want to get the ones that are made for planting and putting in the ground. These are fingerling potatoes. And we gave them room to grow and to get bigger underground. There's our little dog, Ruru. She's sniffing the garden. She said, oh yeah, what are my potato? Oh, it's doing really good. Is it doing okay, Ruru? Is it doing okay?
I smell a lizard.
Yeah.
Got more lizards around because of this.
Yeah.
Bugs.
And then we have our second batch here. They're growing really well. So these potatoes, we really we've learned that you don't want to overwater potatoes, but you want to keep them moist.
That's why these bags are really
And these
good.
bags are great because they kind of give a distribution of, it doesn't soak or settle at the bottom. It just kind of,
Yeah, they're felt.
yeah, it's a felt. Yeah, and these are, you can get them on Amazon and they're
Put a
great.
link there for them too.
Yeah, I can put a link so you can get these. And like I said, we're not expert gardeners, so but we're just kind of giving you hints about what we've learned and what we're seeing. Our little dog there, she's checking it out. She's having fun. But I try to aerate the ground. I have like a little fork thing, and I like to try to, I like to try to make sure the ground is kind of airy a little bit so it gets the oxygen. And we've used dirt that has like the fertilizer in it. I know a lot of gardeners add things to their dirt, but ours is saying that it can fertilize up to 9 months. So obviously they're growing well. They seem to be green and healthy. And this is another set of potatoes. So that's our potato row right there.
Potato roll.
And then, and there's Rue. She's checking it out. And then over here we have our onions. Our neighbor came over to see our little setup and said, "Oh, I love onions." I said, "Okay, we'll give you some onions." This one here, I planted the onions individually so you can see how they're coming up. I don't know why they have that empty space, but it might have been, I think there was one that was a dud.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because you're gonna have that. But really, and then this one I just kind of, I had a bunch of little
leftovers
in the, from what we bought, you know, to plant onions. And I just said, I'm just gonna put them in there. And look at them, they're going crazy. So hopefully they have enough room to grow and get bigger. And
it's a variety, so we don't know what's what.
Yeah, it's a variety, so it's kind of fun. So we're letting Mother Nature do her thing, and we didn't have, you know, a rule book or anything. Just kind of followed instincts and just did it.
But it's a blast coming out and seeing them grow.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's another one. Oh, look, there's another one popping up.
Yeah. So we're in this kind of a look. We're just regular folks in a regular, you know, community, small backyard. Nothing
fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Just plain us.
Yep, just plain us, and just enjoying every day coming out and, you know, looking at the garden. And I'm just gonna show Steve. He does this all the time. He goes to, he likes to look and see what's new, and it's exciting. It's healthy for you. It's healthy.
Good for your soul. That's what
Yeah.
I'm finding out too.
It's good for your soul. And you know, you just, the time to get it started is initial time, but then once you get it established in the root, she says, "Don't you touch my garden." And the onions. And you do, when you first plant, you do have a little problem with gnats with the soil because of the compost, but we
those stick 'em ups.
We have the stick 'em ups. I can show you because
on the right spot for that. No.
you know, we did have that, and those little things, you can get them at, just to kind of keep the gnat problem down a little bit. And then we have like a little table. It's kind of, right now it's a little unorganized, but yeah, that one's a jackpot. Yeah. But yeah, we have, you know, we just have a little backyard, and it's fun. And we love to come out here and just in the evening time before it gets dark.
Love the breeze.
And right now it's 75 here in Arizona, but boy, it's going to get hot, you know, in the next couple weeks. But sunflowers are doing well. We're probably going to do a canopy, take our canopy and use sunscreen over the plants, because you're going to use too much water. Just, you know, you'll have to water, you know, 2 or 3 times a day just to keep them from drying out. And
ask them if they have any recommendations on coverings.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have ideas and on how to, you know, cover But our situation is that we don't really have anything to attach to, so we have to do something that we can put a sunscreen over. We're not really builders. We could have somebody build something for us, like a wood frame, and then, but right now, with the economy, we're just going to try to do something like we already have and put the big frame over.
But I think the good thing about these pots is we can move them, so we can move them in the shade if it
Yeah,
gets
the
too hot,
pots
and
we
then
can
cover
move.
the other ones that we can't move.
Yeah, so our pots are going to be, you can kind of tell that we kind of started out with the box thing idea, and we love that. And because we already had the boxes, is all we had to do is get the
Chicken wire.
chicken wire and, well, the plants too, of course. But, you know, we didn't buy any, we tried not to buy anything plastic, like the plastic things. We've done that before, but everything that we have, we're pretty happy with right now.
Yeah.
So, but next video, I'm going to show you my roses.
Ooh.
My roses out in the front. I'll do that later. But thank you for spending time with us, and hope everybody has a great day. Thank you. Bye.